Welcome to Broke-Ass to Badass, where heart-led entrepreneurs learn to build the businesses and lives of their dreams with confidence, ease, and joy. This is the anti-hustle movement, and we're your coaches in badassery, Kimi and Pua.
Find out more at bledigital.com, and wherever you're listening to this, be sure to click subscribe so you never miss an episode.
This episode is day 2 of our 5-day Productivity for Badass Entrepreneurs Challenge. You can go back and listen to day 1 that we released yesterday. Today's training is all about managing your energy. Time management is really about energy management. Listen in to find out how you can get more energized, focused, and inspired. You'll hear we had some fun tech issues happening throughout this episode, but we just kept running with it. So we hope you guys enjoy. Remember, you can join us by going to bledigital.com/tribe if you want to follow along live and grab the worksheet for this challenge and enter in the daily challenges that we have. We have some fun prizes that we're doing. So again, that's bledigital.com/tribe. Enjoy, guys. So just to catch you guys up to speed. Okay, so, sometimes Facebook changes things. And so there must have been a little shift with Zoom webinar streaming to Facebook, because what we do every single day all of a sudden didn't work. But as badass, determined AF entrepreneurs, what do? We figure out a way around it and we make it work anyway, because for us, the most important thing is getting the tech out there. So we're going to give you an inside scoop. Here's our little hack of what we did. We are recording this to Skype so that we can still get it out to the podcast. And we are split screen live, going live on Facebook to our group here. So that's how we do. That's how we do. Okay, so today, guys, is day 2 of our Productivity for Badass Entrepreneurs Challenge. And I just kind of feel like I want to take like a few deep breaths here. 6 deep breaths. Is that what they say?
Chad says 7.
Chad says 7. Okay, let me... So there's our first energy hack for you. If you need to just reset your energy, go ahead and take 6 to 7 deep breaths. But we're really excited. We had to show up today because we have to pick a winner for yesterday's homework challenge. You guys are so awesome. So many of you posted your commitment to tracking your time and energy over this week with us. So we're so excited and inspired by you. So we will definitely be picking our winner. We have all of your names in our little bowl here. And that the winner for that will be, I just love watching Pua. Now I can really see.
Oh my God.
See, now I can watch you actually like real time. Because before I couldn't. And now I'm like, oh, it's just
like the delay.
Excited face. Yeah.
The reason I'm laughing, I'm so used to knowing that Zoom only pulls whoever's talking. And so I can turn my face off. And now I feel like I'm like,
you have to have perma smile. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yesterday, as you guys remember, we were talking all about awareness, right? And we loved seeing some of the comments already that just tracking your time and your energy using the time log for even just a few hours was all of a sudden, I think it was Lahela, right? That said, Arna Johnson, she said, oh, she already had like an aha moment from doing this. And that's the power of awareness and of tracking as a way to measure what you want to manage, right? So awesome job. Keep it up. And it's not too late to get on board using the time log. It's always going to be valuable. Whether you do it for one day or a week, you're going to gain a lot of value from it. So definitely jump on board with that. And today we're going to be talking all about managing your energy. Managing your energy. So are we ready?
Ready.
Hit it.
All right. Okay. Do you guys have your worksheet? If you don't, scroll down to the live video from yesterday. It's pinned to the top of the comments. Grab your worksheet. And just like yesterday, we have, 4 fill in the blanks. So we're just going to go through these one point at a time, talk you through it. And these are 4 energy hacks. So this is something again, yesterday we talked just a little bit about what time management really means. Like, why do I have problems with my time management? Well, the good news is you don't. You probably have either an energy management issue or challenge or lack of inspiration, right? Those are kind of the two things that are underlying any sort of time management struggle. So managing your energy is a huge part of this. And you'll find as you implement these strategies, as you get better at just creating awareness around your energy, you'll find that the way that you spend your time and your efficiency will also start to shift. Okay, so point one, time management is really energy management. Know your peak times, and we'll pop that in point number one. Boom. All right, so we used to do these really crazy corporate productivity workshops, and when we got to the energy management section, we used to have everybody pull out their phones and download this app that unfortunately no longer exists, unless he brought it back when he rebranded back to his old brand. But so Ari Meisel is the founder of the Less Doing brand, the Less Doing movement, and he's all about efficiency and productivity. So he created this app, and it was designed to help you identify your peak times. And it basically worked with like your neural pathways and how fast you could tap your phone screen in 10 seconds. So you go as fast as you can, tap, 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 and you do it at different points of the day. And then after you track that for a couple of days, it'll spit back a report that says your peak times are this. And it's funny because you think you're doing it at the same speed every time, but you're not. And it varies, and it's pretty accurate. It's pretty cool. So we used to have everybody take out their phones, download the app, and then we're like, okay, ready, go. And the whole room starts going like this. It was so funny. But okay, come back to it, Pua. So really, this is about knowing your peak times and doing appropriate work for all times of the day based on your personal energy levels, right? So if you are in a very creative field and you create graphics or you write blogs or you're writing a book, all of this takes a fair amount of mental focus, mental energy, right? So you're going to want to do these types of things when your energy is highest. For both Kimi and myself, that's the morning. But shockingly enough, I get like a second wind later in the afternoon. And it's kind of a hit or miss, that afternoon one. But mornings, pretty much all the time, right? So that's when I want to schedule in my deep work, schedule in those creative blocks of time. Then when you know that your energy levels are going to be a little bit lower, that's when you want to do things like any kind of low level tasks, right? Maybe it's checking email, maybe it's sort of data input or analysis, if that's something that you do. So anything that is kind of a lower level, lower brain function task, you'll save for when your energy is lowest. Where we tend to get tripped up here is we tend to follow a prescribed, daily schedule from Google or a productivity person, right? Maybe they're like, check your email first thing in the morning and then do this and then do that. Great. That works for some people, but it doesn't work for everyone. So this is just like a fitness plan, right? Know your body, know how you work, and adjust, design your schedule to fit you personally. It'll change everything, we promise.
Yay. Yeah. And the time log will help you with this too. So if there are a couple days throughout the week where you're try doing something in the morning and then try doing the same task in the afternoon and see when it takes you less time to get it done. So that's another way that you can kind of identify what your peak times are. That, like, gosh, graphics for us, holy moly. Like, sometimes I can find myself just hours and hours.
Sorry, I'm so hot.
It is so effing hot in Hawaii. We love it here. I'm sorry. We love it here in our beautiful islands, but God damn, it's hot. Okay. So. And
I can't turn my video off to like wipe down my armpit.
It's so funny. I sound like a broken record. Like, I can't stop talking about how damn hot it is. It's like as if I think it's helping. Like, is it helping every time that I say that it's hot? No, it's not helping. In fact, it probably makes me feel more hot. But anyway, It's a combination too, right? Of like, we're like fired up talking about this stuff.
I know, I get extra excited.
And our fans are off for sound quality. So yeah.
And then we can't turn our fans on because we're recording for the podcast. Ugh. Yeah. First world problems, guys.
Right? Oh my God.
I'm grateful for the roof over my head.
Life is so rough in Hawaii. Okay, so point number 2. So following along on the worksheet. Oh my God, I love fill in the blank point number 2 so much. So here it is, guys. You can't get shit done if you feel like shit, right? You can't get shit done if you feel like shit. So this is all about energy management, because if you think about it, and it's so perfect that we were talking about the heat, right? Because how distracting is it? That's the reason we keep bringing it up, because it's something that is consuming brain power for us. It's consuming a part of us. We're like siphoning out part of our energy to navigate the heat. So if you, for example, are in a home office and you're feeling really hot, so much so that like me and Pua, you're whining about it incessantly, then what is a hack that you can do to plug that energetic leak? Well, you can turn on a fan if you're not recording a live podcast / video, or you can go and find a nice air conditioned spot to work in, right? So these are the little hacks, the basics that we can do to improve our energy so that we can become more productive, right? So let's think about other physical things that can be going on. If you're tired, if you're not feeling well, if you haven't been working out, if you've been eating like crap, all of those things are going to impact the amount of energy that we have to work with on a given day. So if you think about your energy as like a gas tank, right? And every time there are certain things that are going to really drain, or maybe you think about it like a battery, right? And certain things are going to drain that even more or deplete your energy even more. So let's go back to basics. Let's talk about making sure that you're getting good sleep, making sure that you're getting good nutrition, making sure that you're moving your body. I want to give a big shout out to Jer. She really helped me make a shift in my own way of working and my own energetic management, because she's been doing a challenge to move your body every single day. And it was like, it's such a simple thing to move your body every day, simple yet under practice. And like, I mean, we're pretty active people. But for me, it was about when I made the commitment to move my body every day in some way, even if that was just, not getting a workout in necessarily, but going and stretching my legs, just getting outside, taking a little bit of a break, that little mindset shift and that little small but super impactful commitment really changed the energy that I had to work with every single day. So again, we're not talking like you have to go run 10 miles every day. This is just about moving your body in a way so that you're creating energetic flow. So, so what are the basics that you need to feel great? Keeping in mind, again, that you guys are here. That means that you value productivity. You value getting shit done. So the moment that you link, right? You link what these new habits are that you want to put into your life that are going to generate more energy for you. The more that you link that with the thing that you value most, which clearly is productivity, getting shit done, getting things done for your beautiful, badass business, then it's going to be a lot easier to implement. And I'll tell you, it's so funny because, as you guys know, Pua and I were fitness trainers, and I find it it just feels like lifetimes ago, but I actually find it easier now to eat better, to move my body regularly, and to have healthier habits now than when I did as a fitness trainer. And I was like, what is that? And so I think really what it was is I don't inherently value health. I know that sounds weird because we were fitness trainers, right? Like you'd think that was our highest value, but actually I value my brain capacity. I value the business that we have. I value entrepreneurship. I value our beautiful work. I have so much passion for what we do. And so if I know that eating right, moving my body, getting good sleep is going to help me to do that better, it's so much easier than when it's linked to something that I'm not as excited about, right? So I'll go to bed early just like out of excitement because I want to get up and have the best brain power available to me for our business, because again, it's that link that will help. So one more note here, I think it's worth mentioning, is that it also, in addition to the things that make us physically feel like shit, it might be worth as you do this challenge, to lovingly take inventory of who you choose to surround yourself by as well, right? Because as much as when your physical body feels like shit, you can't get shit done, it can be incredibly distracting if our life is filled with well-meaning, but, energetic vampires, right? So we all know the difference, right? There are people in our lives that when we are around them, we feel lit up. We feel excited. We feel like, oh my gosh, we feel energized. And then there are people that are in a different space, maybe temporarily or in a chronic fashion, that can drain our energy. And again, it's not about judgment. It's just about recognizing where you want to set those boundaries so that, again, this is about energy management so that you can show up as your best. So if somebody is in your life that is draining your energy, just bring awareness to it so that you can strategize your work and structure your work and your life around that energetic leak and deal with it as you need to. But again, with love, of course, and compassion, but this is about you being able to serve at your best every single day.
For sure. Another thing about this point in particular, when we don't feel as productive, when we don't feel like we're managing our time or our energy, you can't just implement a strategy that we teach you this week and expect that to work long term when you have energetic leaks. When you are not feeling good inside, that's where you have to start. Because all of this will work temporarily, but it won't flow. You'll end up getting stuck at a different point until you fix what's within. And it sounds crazy to some people when they're like, well, I just have this work to do. It's just so simple. And if I do what you tell me, it'll get done. Like there's nothing more to it. And it's so important to understand that there is more to it. Everything that we do, you guys are here because probably you are either our friend who wants to support us, or you are a heart-led entrepreneur, or both, right? And when you are doing something that comes from your heart, when you are providing a service to the world that you feel is necessary, it solves a problem, it eases pain, it makes the world a better place, that's a lot to carry. And yes, doing what you love is energizing. But when you're feeling chronically burnt out, chronically tired, and you feel like every day you have to force things to happen, that's a super clear sign to take a step back, really do some inside inventory to see where is the misalignment coming from. And we often don't like to give ourselves that kind of quiet time. It's much easier actually to push through and not look within, because that takes courage and that takes a lot of, like, it could mean an uncomfortable conversation. It could mean changing something that you've done your entire life, right? So have that courage. If this is resonating with you, have that courage to stop. Give yourself an hour, a day, a week, a month to just like sit with yourself and make sure that you feel good from the inside. Then that's when things will flow and you'll be shocked. It'll be easy. It'll be fun. People will come to you. Things will come out of the woodwork. It sounds bananas, but trust us, it's a real thing. Okay, so where are we? Number three? Okay, points number 3. Your physical environment also directly impacts your productivity. Oh my God, I love this. I didn't even, I'm going to pretend that we prepared this before we got on. So guys, yes. So yeah, oh God, I'm so hot because I'm so excited. So
I want to cool you off, but it's like, I know we don't have the technology
like,
yet for that. Shiny, yeah. Oh God.
Okay, so guys, this, I don't even know where to start. I'm so excited. So I know where to start. 5, 6, 7 years ago, I read a book. Everybody's laughing at me. I read a book called Essentialism. And it's all about essentializing your life down to what is most important and only doing, having, being those things, right? So we can essentialize and minimalize our physical environment by decluttering, going all KonMari and getting rid of the things that don't bring us joy. We can essentialize our tasks, right? What are those most important things that makes everything else easier or obsolete? We can essentialize like within, right? What do I want to do? What are the most important things to me? We can essentialize the people in our lives, right? Who brings me joy? Who doesn't? Who do I get to spend more time with? Who do I get to choose to spend less time with, right? So essentialism across the board is like a really positive. Say number 3 again, Pua. Point number 3. Number 3 is your physical. Oh, sorry, I'm talking really fast. Thank you for asking. Your physical environment also directly impacts your productivity. I will slow down. So
people can watch it again. It's fine. You do you.
I'm sorry. Okay. So let's specifically talk about essentializing our physical environment. And I always think about Alice Enoy, and she is among the many things that she is an expert at, she is a feng shui master, and she's just so on it, and so she explains feng shui in such a relatable way. And the one thing that always stands out to me is she explained our physical our belongings as like if you have a string that ties you to everything that you own. You actually have a string, right? How do you feel when you imagine your physical environment in this way? Do you feel like light? Are they like balloons, and are they uplifting you? And do you love your physical environment and all the things that you have? Or is it weighing you down? Does it feel heavy? Are you dragging them behind you, right? And I will share that my parents have a lot of physical belongings. You may call them mild hoarders. I love them. But that is the environment that I grew up in. And when I think about that, I feel heavy. A lot of these things don't serve me. They don't serve anyone who lives in the house. They're just there because they've always been there, right? And once we can let go of these things, think about just how that will shift the way that you feel internally. It'll shift your mood. It'll shift you'll feel lighter, and you'll act lighter, and your service will be lighter and more joyful and more fun. And the other thing is, like, when you are working and you have this space that you love, if you love plants, if you love, some kind of animal trinket or something, right? Like having those things to remind you to feel good actually will allow you to be more productive. Again, sounds crazy, but give it a try. And one of the easiest ways to try this is to find a room or a space in your home and clear it out and just like put the other stuff away. You don't have to give it to Goodwill or anything yet, but just hide it away and see how you feel for a few days in that space that you've curated. And if you love it, then go through the things, see what you can let go of. And I use the KonMari method, which is like, oh my God, if you guys haven't read Marie Kondo's book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, you gotta read it. Kimi told me to listen to the audiobook version, and it's great. Like it was really awesome. It changed my world. And now every time I feel like I need to unload things, here's the process. You pick something up and you're like, does this bring me joy? And you know inside if you're like, oh my God, yes, I love this marker. Or if you're like, well, I use it like sometimes, and you try to justify it to yourself. As soon as you feel yourself doing that, toss it, donate it, recycle it. And you kind of build a muscle around that, and it becomes very easy to let things go. I don't even know what I just said, but I hope that it was helpful.
It's awesome. You know what my other favorite hack for this is for environmental, like to just plug the energetic leak, is making my bed in the morning. Oh, so, yeah. This is like, you hear this a lot in terms of like a productivity hack or just an energy hack. And that's because, first of all, we feel accomplished. Also, it gives us that sense of like, just, like at least we've got that done. Right. But it just gives us that sense of calm. So yeah, that's another one. We challenge all of you guys to just make your bed every day this week. Okay. So point, and I have to say, Pamela was on earlier and she's like, think cold thoughts. I was like, thank you. I needed to hear that.
I have the sweat dripping down my back. It's also cold thoughts.
Think cold thoughts. Okay. So moving on to our final point here, fill in the blank point number 4 on your worksheet. And this is really, I mean, everything we've talked about today really leads to this. And that is that energy management is also mood and inspiration management. Okay. Energy management is also mood and inspiration management. So we've sort of been talking about this in many different ways, but to really sum it all up, the truth is that we are energized. We're more energized when we're happy and we're more energized when we love what we're doing, right? So this is why when Pua and I there's a difference in the productivity, time and energy hacks that you would use to get yourself to do things that you aren't inspired by. And then the productivity hacks and energy hacks that you would use to get more of the things done that you want to, or to manage your energy when you're living your purpose and doing what you love. And the reason that those strategies are different are often if you are looking for ways to motivate yourself to do something that you're not particularly inspired by, then that's where you want to probably gamify things a little bit. You want to put in a lot of extra accountability. You probably need to do things like eat that frog, right? Like hit these things that take higher amounts of willpower and motivation. And I say willpower with quotes because willpower isn't necessarily something we want to depend on because it really is an exhaustible resource, right? And so you've probably heard of things like decision fatigue, where the more decisions that you make throughout a day, by the time you get to the end of your day, you're just like, oh my God, whatever, just give me ice cream. I just want to curl up in a ball. And it's because, again, willpower and our ability to make decisions, it's like that same idea of the battery, like life draining from you. And so, so it takes a lot more drive, a lot more strategy, a lot more motivational techniques in order to help you to get more done if you're not living in your purpose. That's kind of just the way that it goes. And again, no good or bad. And one of the best strategies actually is to link whatever it is that you need to get done with something that you value most. So this was a productivity strategy that we would use a lot in the corporate setting when we were helping people if they weren't particularly inspired by their job to get the things done that they needed to in order to, create the time and energy for whatever it is that they wanted. So we would help them to, okay, how does this job, the things that you need to get done for this job help you to create more freedom, help you to, spend more time with your family, whatever it may be. Now, for you guys, this is a productivity for badass entrepreneurs challenge. And what we've really found is working with entrepreneurs that are living their purpose, that are finding their purpose, that are out there doing what they absolutely love, the productivity strategies and the issues are different. So the strategies that you're going to be using as a badass entrepreneur are really about setting boundaries for yourself, really figuring out how you can outsource lower level things, right? So, so it just wanted to bring attention to that. And here's really what it comes down to, right? We procrastinate on the shit that we hate. We really do. And it's harder to get things done if we don't want to do it. I mean, it's like, that's like Captain Obvious, right? But therefore, what energy, time management, inspiration, mood management really comes down to is your job is either to stop doing the things you hate or find a way to link it to whatever you value most. Okay. So I'll say that again. Your job is to either stop doing things that you hate. Like that's like the best productivity hack ever, right? Or find a way to link it to whatever you value most. So again, as an entrepreneur in life, there may be things that you need to get done or that you want to get done that aren't your favorite thing. And that's okay. That's life, right? That's going to happen. Perhaps your goal is to get to the point where you can outsource everything that you don't want to do. And we will definitely be diving more into outsourcing, and we dive more into that in some of our programs. But really, this is about you, again, getting clear about what you enjoy, getting clear about what you don't enjoy, and either finding a way to enjoy it so that you're energized and inspired, or find a way that you can get that off your plate. So that is point number 4.
Awesome. Okay. So if you are listening on the podcast, we we were streaming this live on Facebook, and it is so hot here in Hawaii that we are overheating, and also our phones are overheating. And we got that iPhone message that says the temperature is too hot on your phone and it's shut everything down until it cools down. So
we had to start a new live video. Okay, guys, did you hear that? Pua's phone overheated. Like, what?
I told you it was hot here.
She wasn't lying. She does live on the sun. Okay, so we are going to announce our winner. Before anybody's phone overheats or our physical bodies overheat, we are going to pick our winner and give you guys the homework for tomorrow. So this winner right here, these are all the people that got their homework in, their commitment to do our the time and energy tracking over the course of the week or however long you feel inspired.
You guys killed it on the homework.
Yeah.
Our notifications were going off.
Yes, good job. Okay, so the winner of the $20 Whole Foods gift card is, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Oh my God, it's Geraldine. Yay, congrats, Jer. Woohoo. Joy generator. Okay. Oh my gosh, so awesome. Okay, so your homework for day number 2. Oh yeah. I want to like jump up and down, but I honestly I can't. I'm already soaking wet. So this is as excited as we can get right now without things overheating again.
We promise we're excited.
I'm so excited. Okay, so day 2's homework. This is such a great one. Okay, so day 2, you probably saw this on the worksheet already. You want a $20 gift card for Whole Foods. Whoop whoop. So you get your homework in today when we post the homework thread, and you're going to win a $20 Amazon card. So that's the prize for the day 2 homework. And we'll be announcing this winner tomorrow. So if you go on Amazon, you got to get Pua a fan. Okay. So here's what the homework is. Share 3 inspired action steps that you will take to manage or improve your energy. Okay, 3 inspired action steps. So this could be, plugging energetic leaks in some way. This could be figuring out ways to link what you do, what you have to do, or what you want to get done to what you value most, right? So again, go back, listen to everything, and pick 3 inspired action steps. And we want you to post those 3 action steps that you're going to take in the comments of the homework thread. All right. Oh my God. I know. I like the idea of a full body ice bucket right now. Maybe we need don't they have those
I'm
things?
gonna start doing our podcast from the bathroom in an ice bath. It's the only way.
Okay. I like it. Yay. Jer's gonna cry with joy.
Don't cry.
Cry.
No, don't cry.
Let it out.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
Oh my goodness. Okay, awesome guys. Well,
guys, let us just tell you how much we love you and feel how much we love you as we turn this off and get in the cold shower.
Yes, we are both going to take cold showers right now.
Not together.
Maybe we need to manifest a nice AC studio. That's going to be next on our
Yes,
Oh, we love you guys so much. The homework thread is going to be posted in just a second, so we can't wait to see what your inspired action steps are going to be. And we love you. We will be back at 10 a.m. We're going to try to fix this Zoom thing so that we can make this a little bit smoother. But just know that no matter what, we will be here. Bye, guys.